one day, one of my friends actually, who's also into this sort of stuff,
Hmm.
um, managed to completely move. They were over for a couple of months. I was still hopping in and out, trying my best to move, but some things just didn't work that I really needed to use at that time.
Hmm.
I couldn't get it working. Most of that's been cleared up now, and now I am dual booting, but I primarily use Linux and only really ever boot over to Windows for virtual reality stuff
Right, right.
because I have a Windows mixed reality headset. There
Oh,
is work, yes, there
yeah,
is work to
okay.
get that running on Linux.
Hmm.
It's not ready yet.
Because I was gonna say, like, VR stuff works just fine on KDE, but I don't know about that specifically.
Yes, if you're doing that though, you should be using Xorg.
Yeah, I know there is support for the headsets on the Wayland version because KDE actually supports DRM leasing, unlike GNOME, which I need to do a video on that at some point. Um, I don't know if you did.
NVIDIA doesn't on Wayland.
Oh, Nvidia is a problem as well. I didn't think about that part. Yeah, okay. Because the support is there and it will work with like AMD and Intel stuff. I didn't consider the Nvidia stuff.
Yes, so it's almost there. It's getting close now. Now we
Mhm.
just need NVIDIA to fix their drivers, and then the project that's working on oh I've forgotten their name. The project that's working on getting uh, all the VR stuff working on Linux, which they're progressing very well actually. To finish up and get their driver fixed. Um, and then I will actually be able to basically uninstall Windows and fully transition. But
Wow, that's exciting.
that's pretty much the only thing I'm waiting on now. Like
Hmm.
a couple of weird obscure stuff, but like obscure games and things like that. But
Hmm.
stuff like that, I can easily just open up a virtual machine for if I needed to.
Yeah.
Like that's not something I need a dual boot for. Like these old games and Proton's moving quickly enough, it'll be fixed in no time.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm so impressed with what's happened with Proton because I've been gaming on Linux since 2020 or so. Even since then, it's gotten better. But just the fact that Proton exists. Obviously, Wine was around, and you could always configure Wine to get a lot of games to work. But there's a lot of additional things Proton adds, and it just makes it really, really streamlined. Nowadays, I just grab a game. Like, I'm playing through the Yakuza series right now. I just boot it and it just works. Like I don't there might be like a couple of minor tweaks to do, but for the most part it just works. And that's not something that could have been said a couple of years back.
Definitely not. And it's, yeah, everything on the Linux desktop at the moment is progressing so quickly.
Mhm.
We have moved from you want a game, good luck.
Yeah.
You want to run any piece of software, good luck. To we have modern versions of Wine that can run a lot of things now.
Mhm.
We have native support for a lot more applications.
Mhm.
If stuff isn't packaged from your distro, well, that's fine. We have Flatpak now.
Well, if you don't have a Flatpak, there's also DistroBox, which is just a
There's
simple way to
distro
set up
as well.
containers.
Yeah, and if you even if you can't get it through Flatpak, there's also DistroBox. There's so many ways that you can make sure that everything you have is there, and even the primarily Linux applications are being upgraded
Mhm.
and updated, and more contributors are joining, and all of this, it's bringing the desktop into a much more useful state
Mhm.
in an ever increasing pace.
Absolutely.
And again, that's why we need to go back to this topic that was from ages ago now. That's why we need this KDE network
Mhm. Mhm.
to increase awareness, both to get more contributors and to get more users.
Mhm.
Without users, you don't get bugs. And without I mean, you don't, and without users, you don't know about bugs.
You don't get bug reports.
You don't get bug reports. Yeah, that's much better. Um, you don't get bug reports, and without bug reports, you can't really fix them.
Mhm.
So for our software to be the best it can be, we need people to actually use it.
Mhm.